Michael Jackson, a name that still echoes across generations. From a small house in Gary, Indiana, to the grandest stages on earth, he became more than just a musician. He became a global icon. His life was a whirlwind of genius, controversy, heartbreak, and unshakable influence. This is the story of the King of Pop. Michael Joseph Jackson was born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana. He was the eighth of 10 children in a modest working-class home. His father, Joseph Jackson, worked in a steel mill but never gave up his own musical dreams. He ruled the household with strict discipline, believing that success came only through relentless hard work. His mother, Catherine, was the heart of the home, nurturing, spiritual, and supportive. From a young age, Michael's life revolved around music, not play. The Jackson home echoed with rehearsals instead of laughter. Joseph pushed his sons hard, often beyond exhaustion, believing the only path out of poverty was perfection. For young Michael, there was no room for mistakes, but it became clear very quickly. Michael wasn't just good, he was extraordinary. By age 6, he was already the standout. Off stage, he was shy, but under the spotlight, he transformed, radiating confidence, charm, and an almost supernatural sense of rhythm. In the mid-1960s, Michael joined his older brothers in a group that became known as the Jackson 5. They performed across the Chitlin Circuit, venues considered safe for black performers during segregation. In 1967, they won an amateur night at the Apollo Theater in Harlem, which led to a Motown Records contract. Their debut single, I Want You Back, released in 1969, was a smash hit. It was followed by ABC, The Love You Save, and I'll Be There. The Jackson 5 became a sensation, but Michael was clearly the star. Even in a group of talented siblings, he stood out with a voice full of soul and emotion, far beyond his years. By age 11, Michael was a national celebrity, but fame at that age came with a price. His childhood, already limited, was gone for good. While still with the Jacksons, Michael started releasing solo music. His early work hinted at what was to come, but his big transformation began in 1977 when he starred in The Wiz, a remake of The Wizard of Oz. During the film, he met producer Quincy Jones. That connection would change music forever. In 1979, Michael released Off the Wall, his first true solo breakout. It blended disco, funk, R&B, and pop into something new and unforgettable. Hits like Don't Stop Till You Get Enough and Rock With You made it clear. Michael Jackson was no longer just a member of a family band. He was a solo superstar. Off the Wall sold over 20 million copies. But Michael wasn't satisfied. He believed he could do even better. In 1982, Michael released Thriller, an album that redefined the music industry. With Quincy Jones at the helm again, Michael pushed boundaries. Thriller wasn't just an album, it was an event. The 13-minute music video for the title track introduced a new era of storytelling in music. It combined horror, dance, and cinema. Michael's zombie choreography became instantly iconic. The album featured hit after hit, Billie Jean, Beat It, Wanna Be Startin' Something. Each song had its own unique flair, but together they made history. Thriller went on to sell over 70 million copies and remains the best-selling album of all time. At the Motown 25th Anniversary Special in 1983, Michael moonwalked across the stage for the first time. That performance of Billie Jean sent shockwaves through pop culture. The moonwalk became his signature move and one of the most iconic moments in TV history. By the mid-1980s, Michael Jackson was not just a star, he was a phenomenon. He cultivated a distinct image, the sequined glove, the fedora, the red leather jacket. He created not just music, but moments. In 1985, he made one of his smartest business decisions, buying the ATV music catalog, which included hundreds of Beatles songs. It cost him $47.5 million, but it became one of the most valuable music catalogs in the world. That same year, he co-wrote We Are the World with Lionel Richie. The song, featuring over 40 artists, raised millions for famine relief in Africa. Then came Bad in 1987, featuring hits like Smooth Criminal and Man in the Mirror. The Bad World Tour shattered records, drawing millions of fans across 4 continents. At Wembley Stadium in London, he performed to sold-out crowds night after night. But as his stardom grew, so did public curiosity and criticism. During the late 1980s and 1990s, fans and the media noticed dramatic changes in Michael's appearance. His skin lightened, his features evolved, and rumors swirled. In 1993, he publicly revealed he had vitiligo, a skin condition that causes loss of pigmentation. Medical reports later confirmed it, but tabloids preferred speculation over facts. That same era saw the birth of Neverland Ranch, a 2,700-acre fantasy world with a zoo, amusement park, and theater. Inspired by Peter Pan, it was a place where Michael hoped to reclaim the childhood he never had. Neverland hosted thousands of underprivileged and sick children, offering joy to those who needed it most. But this dreamlike estate would also become the center of darker headlines. In 1994, Michael married Lisa Marie Presley, daughter of Elvis. The union of pop royalty captured the world's attention, but the marriage ended in less than 2 years. Soon after, Michael married Debbie Rowe, a nurse who worked with his dermatologist. They had 2 children together, Prince and Paris Jackson. A third child, Blanket, now known as Biggie, was born via surrogate. Michael was fiercely protective of his children. He often covered their faces in public to shield them from media attention, a move criticized at the time, but understandable given his lifelong experience with fame's harsh spotlight. In 1993, Michael faced his first allegations of child sexual abuse. He denied the claims and settled the case out of court. The settlement wasn't an admission of guilt, but it sparked endless media speculation. In 2003, new allegations led to a criminal trial. The media descended once again. For 14 weeks, every detail of Michael's private life was exposed. In 2005, he was acquitted on all counts. The trial took a devastating toll. Physically and emotionally drained, Michael became increasingly reclusive. While many fans stood by him, public opinion remained deeply divided. Despite earning hundreds of millions, Michael's spending habits, along with legal costs, left him in serious debt. Maintaining Neverland alone cost millions per year. By 2008, the estate faced foreclosure. Jackson's finances were unraveling, and he was reportedly $500 million in debt. But then came This Is It. In 2009, Michael announced a comeback, 50 concerts at London's O2 Arena. The shows sold out in minutes. Rehearsals began. Michael was determined to show the world he still had it. But behind the scenes, concerns about his health were growing. On June 25, 2009, just weeks before the first This Is It concert, Michael Jackson died at his rented Los Angeles home. The cause? Acute propofol and benzodiazepine intoxication. His doctor, Conrad Murray, was later convicted of involuntary manslaughter. The world mourned. Across continents, people gathered in shock and sadness. His music surged back to the top of charts. His memorial service was watched by millions. Even in death, Michael Jackson broke records. In the years following his death, Michael's estate rebounded dramatically. Posthumous albums like Michael and Escape were released. A Cirque du Soleil show celebrated his career. Licensing deals, merchandise, and music streams helped eliminate his debts and rebuild his empire. Today, the Michael Jackson estate is worth over $2 billion. But beyond the business, his influence remains everywhere, from choreography and stage design to vocal style and video production. Michael Jackson changed the rules of pop music. He made the music video an art form. He broke down racial barriers on TV and radio. Before Thriller, MTV rarely played black artists. After Thriller, they couldn't afford not to. He inspired artists across every genre: Beyoncé, Usher, Justin Timberlake, The Weeknd, and countless more. His moves are still imitated. His songs still move people. Behind the glitter was a deeply complex man. Friends and family describe Michael as both playful and deeply lonely, a perfectionist who chased creative excellence, but also someone haunted by a childhood lost to fame. He once said, "I'm Peter Pan in my heart." That desire to stay connected to innocence shaped his art and his struggles. Michael was a man who gave everything to his craft and, in many ways, paid the ultimate price for it. Michael Jackson's story is one of brilliance and contradiction, a child star who never grew up, a man whose talent touched billions, yet whose life was often shrouded in shadows. Whether remembered as a dazzling performer, a troubled figure, or a musical revolutionary, his impact is undeniable. The king of pop may be gone, but his legacy, it moonwalks on forever. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know your favorite Michael Jackson moment in the comments below. Thanks for watching.